Have you ever wondered what happens after we pass away? It's a question that has intrigued humanity since time immemorial, sparking countless debates, theories, and philosophies. From the ancient Egyptians with their elaborate rituals to Buddhists with their belief in reincarnation, each culture and religion has its own interpretation of the great beyond. But today we're not venturing into the pyramids of Egypt or the mystic mountains of Tibet. Instead, our journey takes us to the pages of a book revered by billions worldwide, the Bible. This sacred text, brimming with stories, lessons, and prophecies, also holds insights into what lies beyond the veil of mortality. But what exactly does it say about the afterlife? Is it a realm of eternal rest, a divine paradise, or perhaps something entirely different? So, what does the Bible, one of the most influential religious texts, say about life after death? Let's delve into it. The Bible presents a unique perspective on the afterlife. In its pages, the Bible unfolds a narrative that speaks of two distinct realities beyond our mortal coil, heaven and hell. Heaven is often portrayed as a place of peace, joy, and eternal communion with God. It's a realm where sorrow, pain, and death no longer hold sway. On the other hand, hell is depicted as a state of eternal separation from God, painted with images of darkness, torment, and regret. Yet the Bible also introduces the concept of resurrection. This isn't a mere continuation of existence, but a profound transformation. The Apostle Paul, in his letter to the Corinthians, likened it to a seed that, when planted, dies only to emerge as something new, something far more glorious. It's not about clinging to what was, but embracing what could be. This brings us to the idea of eternal life. In the biblical context, eternal life is more than just an endless succession of days. It's about quality, not just quantity. Jesus himself defined eternal life as knowing God and the one he has sent, a perpetual relationship with the divine. But what does this all mean? Essentially, the Bible presents the afterlife as a consequence of our choices in this life. Those who choose to align themselves with God's will, to love him and their fellow humans, are said to inherit eternal life in heaven. Those who turn away, who choose to live for themselves, face eternal separation in hell. However, it's important to remember that these are metaphors, language attempting to express realities beyond our complete comprehension. The actual experience of the afterlife, according to the Bible, is beyond our current understanding, as Paul once wrote, "No eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived what God has prepared for those who love him." The Bible's depiction of the afterlife, while complex, can be summarized in a few key points. So what are the main points to understand about the biblical view of the afterlife? Firstly, the Bible presents the existence of two realms in the afterlife, heaven and hell. Heaven is described as the dwelling place of God, a paradise filled with joy and peace. Hell, on the other hand, is depicted as a place of torment and separation from God. Secondly, we come across the concept of resurrection. The Bible teaches that death is not the end, but a transition to a new form of life. The resurrection of Jesus Christ is central to this belief, symbolizing victory over death and promising believers a similar fate. Finally, the theme of eternal life permeates the biblical narrative. The Bible assures believers of an unending life in the presence of God. This promise of eternity is not just about length, but also about quality of life, a life free from pain, suffering, and death itself. These fundamental concepts, heaven and hell, resurrection, and eternal life, are not only pivotal to understanding the biblical narrative, but they also greatly influence Christian beliefs and practices. They shape the worldview of Christians, guiding their actions, decisions, and attitudes towards life and death. In essence, the Bible offers a perspective on death as a doorway, a passage from one life to another, more glorious life. These points provide a simplified understanding of the Bible's perspective on what happens after death. The mystery of life after death has intrigued humans for centuries. The labyrinth of beliefs surrounding the afterlife is vast and intricate, with each corner revealing a different perspective. Religious texts, like the Bible, have played a significant role in shaping these beliefs, offering interpretations that have guided millions. Yet despite these teachings, the question of what happens after we depart this life remains a profound enigma. While the Bible offers its own interpretation, the question of what happens after death remains a profound mystery, a journey that each of us will undertake in our own time and in our own way.